Well, after seeing Street Fighter Assassin's Fist from start to finish, here is my overall opinion of the web series. Being a longtime fan of Street Fighter, this web series captured the heart of the franchise that the live action film simply could not portray accurately. I don't know if that had to do with copyright and red tape. Well, I don't know how the business works, but this web series was made by fans of Street Fighter for the fans of Street Fighter, and I was more than hyped when I heard that the series was being made after seeing the fan trailer called Street Fighter Legacy. That perked my interest and thought, you know what, maybe they can actually pull it off. Then I saw the behind the scenes work, the photos on Facebook, and my enthusiasm grew, and I kept counting the days down until the series was airing, and I thought it was going to be one episode after another, week by week, but they blew me away with the news of saying that this is going to be all on one day, all the episodes on one playlist. So naturally, as a fan, I watched them all through one day. And here's my overall thoughts of the story arc. Mike Moh and Christian Howard portrayed Ryu and Ken perfectly, in my opinion here. Compared to the 1994 film that didn't even come close to having those two characters portrayed as their video game and comic book counterparts. We actually see in the series that they're in a Japan landscape, the temple that they're training at, their relationship, starting off from strangers as little kids to their early training with the Goku. I felt that it really built on their relationship to where there are these two people that are from different worlds. Ryu doesn't really have any outside knowledge of what other people do from different countries. Ken, he's from a rich lifestyle, and they sort of mesh together. I mean, they don't come off as just simply friends, but they consider each other brothers. In fact, early as the series starts, Ken is actually thinking of leaving the temple because he feels he's not meeting his expectation and training, and is tired of the stalling from Master Goken. And Ryu, who I thought that this was done really well, because throughout the history of Street Fighter, these two characters, even though they're rivals, they have a strong bond. So Ryu's initial reaction is he doesn't want Ken to leave because he considers him as a brother, and Ken in return said that you're a family too, so you're welcome to come over to the States whenever. And their competitiveness I found to be rather enjoyable to watch, because no matter if it's sparring or simply racing down to gather water, they take it very seriously. They're both trying to outdo each other and pushing each other to the limits. The fight choreography was done superb. I have not seen fight scenes done to this magnitude of realism. It doesn't come off as though it's staged and practiced. I'm sure that they rehearsed countless times of what actor would pull off what move, what throw, what kick, punch in the sparring sessions. The the origin of Akuma, I thought it was fleshed out rather well, and my absolute favorite fight scene, besides the finale, would have to be the fight between Akuma and Gotetsu. when I got to the episode where it announced the title of it, Raging Demon, I was stoked. I was like, oh my god, they're actually going to pull that finishing move off with Akuma. And then right in that confrontation, when Gotetsu is about to fire off a Hadoken, and Akuma announces, prepare yourself, and then rushes in with the attack, even though the special effect wasn't superb in Hollywood style, it met my expectation because it's a web series. It's not going to be flashy. They got the effects right for the amount of money they had, pulled it off, and it was a nice finisher with the heaven symbol glowing on Akuma's back, actually burning right into his skin, and taking the beads and fully transforming to Akuma. I felt that was pulled off rather well. And in terms of minor characters, my all-time favorite character, which is very minor in this series but served very well in comic relief, is the old man that comes across Ryu and Ken whenever they are training off away from Goken. He's always giving Ken crap, and that is so hilarious to see his talkback of saying, you know, you stupid foreigner, in Japanese, and Ken getting a slightly ticked off because he's annoyed by this old man, but at the same time he can't do anything to him because it would be dishonorable to harm an elderly man. No man is going to do that to an elder in terms of both respect and patience. In his scene that I enjoyed the most would be the bar scene when after Ken and Ryu go into this underground tournament, which I felt was possibly a nod to Street Fighter 2V. Right after they win, of course, you know they're going to win because they're epic as characters. I mean, no one can really touch them for average fighters. It has to be people on their own level. After they win, they decide to get a drink, and Kenra orders the strongest beverage, not beverage, but shot of alcohol that they have, down it, say in Japanese that it tastes awful. Then they look to their side, and it's the old man that spots Ken, and he says, "Stupid foreigner, you're underage, you're underage." And Ken and Ryu just get out of there, because I assume that they don't want to be ratted out by the old man. And the series has a lot of Easter eggs, if you will. The ones that I caught were obviously the shout out to Dan, because anyone who's played the games are aware of Dan being this in-joke character to Art of Fighting, and being a self-mockery of Street Fighter, of having this character be the weakest of the Shotoken art style. I hope I said that correctly here. That is practiced by Ken, Ryu, and Akuma. That I noticed. Some said that maybe Guile was in the bar with Ken and Ryu and the elderly old man. I didn't catch that. And obviously the Ken and Ryu stage themes. Those were a nice variation of the themes from the games. In terms of a rating for the series, I can't really give it a 10 out of 10. It, in my honest opinion, exceeds that. I would say a 15. I know that's pushing it beyond that, but this is how well impressed I was, enamored and stoked for this web series, and watching each episode one after the other. And this web series has renewed my interest in Street Fighter than what it had been in the past. This is easily in one of my favorites besides Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, and the animated series Street Fighter TV. High praises for the entire cast. You guys did a remarkable job, in my opinion, here. I hope you guys make a season 2. And to all the other Street Fighter fans out there, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Write a comment in the section down below. Say what you feel about it, about the series. Is it great? Is it okay? Did you not like it? What moments did you like the most? What parts did you least like? You know, give your thoughts. And this is a wrap up for this review that I sincerely hope that it comes out on Blu-ray very soon so that I can add it to my collection and watch it over and over again. So I hope you enjoyed watching this review, and later everyone.